Garlic, salt, yeast, big old bowl, flour. Hi everyone, and welcome to this edition of The Awful Chef. Look, I'm gonna level with you guys. I am not in the best mood, okay? It's gonna be a to make this. I still gotta go to the store, but we're gonna make it anyway. It's happening right here on The Awful Chef. Life is pain. 2 kazizzups of pure Colombian Bam Bam, 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon and a half of active dry yeast, a teaspoon and a half of garlic salt, a teaspoon of granulated sugar, a cup, give or take, of lukewarm water, 4 tablespoons of salted butter, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon and a half of Italian seasoning, and I'm pretty sure that's a tablespoon of canola oil. We're supposed to use olive oil, but I don't have olive oil, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. You know, they tell you to mix all this stuff together by hand, but that's how homeless people do it. I'm gonna sorry, that's just awful. Anyway, I'm gonna use my dough hook and my electric mixer. I'm just gonna dump our flour into our mixing bowl from our mixing bowl. Garlic salt, wham, sugar, bam, active dry yeast. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I know what you're thinking. Awful Chef, are you nutty out the buddy? There's nothing in there that's gonna hold all those dry ingredients together. And I say to you, there's about to be. Slowly add in our lukewarm water. Oh my gosh, this is literally like surgery. You know what? The dough hook is not working. How does this thing work? There we go. I've attached my, my whisk plastic fork thing so that I can get it all mixed together better. Who'd have thought that dough hooks are primarily used to make dough? Okay, now that that's finished, we gotta transfer it and let the rise. The dough's gotta rise, mother. And originally the recipe wanted me to use that oil to grease up this bowl, but I'm just gonna use this non-stick cooking spray. After you've got what looks like a nicely greased bowl, you're gonna add your dough. And now comes the hardest part. You just gotta let this sit for a sec and let it grow. Cover it with a paper towel for God knows what reason. And in about an hour, this should double in size, and that's whenever we're gonna come back to it. But for now, I need to go to the store. Do I need a cart? Welcome back to the kitchen. As you can see, our dough is much larger than it was before. So as you can see, I've stretched out our dough onto a pizza pan. It's starting to resemble what the Italians call a pizza. So since this container only had water in it earlier, I just dried it off and we're gonna reuse it, waste not, whatnot, or whatever. So our butter's already in there, then we're gonna add our garlic powder and our Italian seasoning. We're gonna stick this in the dirty microwave until it becomes nice and melty and liquidy and gooey and buttery and garlicky. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, we really need to perforate our dough before we bake it because of air bubbles or something, I don't know. We used to do it at this pizza shop I worked at. You're gonna wanna take a brush, get some garlic butter, and brush your perforated dough. Want to be sure to get plenty of herbs and spices on there as well, so be sure to pick up those bits with your brush when you're brushing. Okay, so it's looking good. All we need to do is add the cheese. Hey, good looking. So I went back over the recipe, and as it turns out, they mean mozzarella. They don't mean like a cheesy pickup line or anything. Easy mistake. We have mozzarella too. You know, I call myself the awful chef so that you guys won't set your expectations too high, and you shouldn't, but this looks good. We're going to leave this in the preheated oven at 425 for 15 to 17 minutes. How should I spin this 15 minutes? Oh, okay. Hey, thank you guys for sticking around. Listen, these kick Rocky Tops.